perfect for finishing the men's and the heavy stuff. Moving on to the women's, a more manageable surf. And, you know, of course, I got a Brazilian storm that was brewing a while. He definitely was tailored by those guys. Up and riding, Joe, JohnJohnFlorence on his first ride.
Two-time world champ looking for a second Haleiwa title position and play the alpha dog of a heat.
Here we go, John spinning on the inside on a little one, Joe, just getting back to his feet, getting back to position, I believe, just getting his feet in the wax. And going back to that old school mentality without priority. That's one thing I love about the Big Wave World Tour. We don't got to worry about all that priority stuff. Sammy Pupo up and riding, Joe.
Big hammer there, crushes a solid finishing move. And Makua, I heard you who looks like he could be on one of his father's surfboards out there. Kanoa Igarashi in motion. There's the start with the snap on the whitewater, fades to set up that turn, stopping that one short. Going for the punt on that inside section. He'll fly away so incredibly well from the island of Kauai. Back to this one. Jack Robinson. Snap to start. Throws down a beautiful top turn. Almost goes out of control. And throws down the final turn on a very challenging section, 15-minute mark.
Yeah, that was a beautiful wave, but now we have JohnJohnFlorence up and riding. Let's see what he comes up with, Joe.
Florence off the bottom, big front side power hook. His best start so far in the final. Wrapping turn looking solid. He'll drop down a step and kick out.
Spending time in the water paddling did well for him. Here he goes up and riding again. That one big turn that he's famous for out here in Haleiwa. Can he pull it off, Joe? Yes, John. I don't think that'll be in the top two for him. Here's John. This John's, yeah, this is John's one turn. I mean, look at that total commitment, fully extended, fins out the back, staying low and riding out of that one, Joe.
You just don't see moves like that done this way too often at Haleiwa unless it's Florence in the water. Complete board release and a layback to complete it. That's that element of surprise where you're seeing one of the most gifted, blowing the whole board out the back. Already seeing Kanoa Igarashi throwing down that first under the lip jam, and he'll get tangled up on his finishing move. Let's watch this last one for Kanoa real quick.
Yeah, Kanoa just speeding down the line. Little check turn up in the top and gets a little discombobulated here, blocked off.
Another wave, and we've got some catching up to do during the break. Sammy Pupo getting this ride, Makua.
Yeah, Sammy getting his board up in the lip right here, Joe. Really coming back. Nice, beautiful jam up there. Oh, and just slips off. Real uncharacteristic for Sammy. John up and riding.
Driving through a big frontside reverse to start. Layback power hack on the second effort, pulling into the pit, and now one more section. Sky high, tail high reverse, and he does ride out. Talk about heating up, Makua.
Look at this guy, so much board control right there. See how he moves his feet up, moves his feet back to the pad so he can get back up to the lip, jam this layback turn, dropped his wallet, forgot it, picked up the money in the barrel, and John is just on fire. Like I said, some people are just on a different level, Joe, and he's showing it right now.
And then John just inspiring the field to send it here in the final. Kanoa Igarashi trying to feed off John's momentum that he just threw down. This is what he did here, Makua.
Yeah, a little bobble right here, coming down the line, getting ready. Oh, beautiful little corrupt flip. And these guys are getting cute out there with those little moves, but yeah, look at that beautiful hand positioning, whips the board around, lands in the lip, free falls down.
One of his 7-point rides, and then made Haleiwa look like a skate park. Going from big tail blow reverses as we have another look. Take us through, Makua.
Just right up there, spin it to win it. You know, John has so much board control, big power hack, into the barrel. I mean, coming out, and now he's just showing off. Over here, we would call that the bingo, bango, pickle, mango.
And that equals 10 points. First turn was so aggressive. Individually, every turn was brilliant.
I mean, he's just a brilliant surfer. You see how he moves his feet there, Joe? That's really important. You know, getting the feet up to the front of the board, complete that maneuver, straight back on the grip there for another big hack. I mean, the judges, you know, you've seen the judges' scores. A perfect ride is a perfect ride, and there's many ways to do it, and John got it done with futuristic moves, barrels, and big hacks all on one wave. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what a 10-point ride looks like today.
Just shows how talented he is with his footwork and upper body. Didn't grab, just showed how much control he had. And that wasn't just an easy landing. And if John's hooting himself after a wave, it's probably going to be a 10. Frontside slash on the mid-face. Pulls in for a moment is Sammy Pupo. I think even more honored to be right next to the Duke. 4 minutes. Rolling in, Kanoa Igarashi. Smooth off the bottom, under the lip hook. Kind of had the lip in his face and did that turn well. Hard off the bottom again and attacking that inside section. He knows he has to surf for 10s. As we have more motion out the back, Jack Robinson. Full roundhouse cutty to start. Big layback blast right in the heart of that open face.
You know, Jack Robinson up and riding, just trying to manufacture a bigger score, coming around, looking really loose and comfortable. I think those days off in Brazil paid dividends. Big blast off the top there. Unfortunately, there was no finishing maneuver. You know, right here, up in the pocket, just laying it back, just like JohnJohnFlorence. That big layback, Sonny Garcia patented hack. Taking
out here was Federico Moraes in 2019. John's title came in 2016, and that was the tiebreak we were speaking of over Moraes. John's up again, nothing to lose, all to gain. That big power hack, second turn, solid as well. Anyone that was wondering about his condition of the knee, well, look at that. He has learned event.
You know, up and riding young Sammy Pupo with a beautiful performance out here. Nice big snap into the roof. You know, I'm just going to go out there and say a little too late.
That last spot, Sammy Pupo in the water now. We'll see him as a rookie next season. Kanoa Igarashi looks like he'll probably win the Challenger season. Throws down another corrupt attempt. He pulled one off earlier. Haleiwa for the second time of his career. For Florence, he said he loves it all, and he showcased an amazing act, peaking at a 10-point ride when it mattered the most.
Yeah, John is just on a whole nother level. And I remember back in those days when he was competing as a young kid, I actually blocked for him the year I won the world title or the World Cup, and Neko Patarats